Mic check, 1 2 1 2. What's up, guys? It's Sam, or the Portuguese Mofo here, and we are gonna do a little test run, just to see how this all works out with what's going on. So, this is a battle from back in November of 2025. It was marked as Avatar 1 Decisive Victory. Now, this wasn't my first battle, for sure. I'm pretty sure this was after I had moved all my saves, my replays to my hard drive, and then kind of restarted saves. So, anyways, we're in a Boki Gorge here, and I am playing a Fall of the Samurai army commanded by Sergova Karov 314. And so what I have brought here is, if you ever watched any of the Volan tournaments or any of that stuff, sort of the strategy, I guess maybe he put forth, maybe others before him, but he would bring to strength in many of the tournaments he hosted. So we're going to see, I'm going to have three different flanks here, three different groups. So I've got a Bo Ashigaru, two Bo Ashigaru and a Yari Ashigaru on my left flank. I've got some Wako Raiders there in the front to go get this archery dojo right from the start. We've got a workshop and a sword dojo as well. I've got Daikyus and Bo Ashigaru here, as well as a corps of 3 Katana Samurai with my Avatar's bodyguard, who is a Bo General, and Kiyomasa's Katana Cavalry. And then on my right flank, I've got some more Yari Ashigaru, 2 more Bo Ashigaru, and Yoritomo's Yabu Same Cavalry. So those are my 3 essential groups, along with those Wakos up front. Now I'm playing a Fall of the Samurai army, right? So heavy on the guns. So we've got Red Bear infantry here on the left flank for Sergova. He's got 2 Yari keys also here on the left flank. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Red Bears here in the center, which is pretty typical to bring Red Bears pretty early on in a Fall of the Samurai build. He's got 2 Yari Kachi here in the center, along with his general's bodyguard, who is a gun general. He does not have gunpate or any of that stuff. I actually can't see his stars here. I do think he was pretty low rank, like myself, in this. And then he's got, I believe there's another Yariki hidden here in the woods, and Yariki there. So those are our 2 builds, and let's watch the battle unfold. So right away I'm going to go get the archery dojo. I do want this, get that reload speed, the better I can put out damage. So he's going to move those Yarikachi up, as well as his center line. And as you can see, I've got all 3 of mine moving right away. I'm going to occupy the high ground as best I can. I'm going to occupy over here, I'm going to occupy over here, and I'm going to occupy this to overlook the dojo. Now, if I remember correctly, the priority of the battle starts here on the left flank. There's a little bit of skirmishing here on the right, but the priority of battle happens here on the left flank, and then eventually I'm able to roll into him in the middle. It's been a while since I fought this, obviously, but so I'm taking the archery dojo now. One thing, I should have just put them down here. It's just a better place, but this was definitely pretty early on in my playing. But right here I've got perfect cover. So we're going to see he's going to get some shots off, but you know, nothing too major, to be honest. He'll get a few kills, and I actually notice it, so I'm just like, oh yeah, why don't I just go down there? Does he? Yep, he does. And I lost one guy. No big deal. So we'll back away, right? So he's capturing the sword dojo, but I'm going to start to get shots into him here. Okay, but I'm capturing the workshop, and that's going to be pretty clean. So I have the archery dojo now, so pretty good shape here. Now, it looks like I don't end up getting shots. This is where daikyu are, so I have the daikyu here. Might have been better to put them over there. But he's moving the red bear up here, so, yep, that's right, I move my Yaris over here, not only to match his cavalry, and I start moving my archers here to get better shots, and just because I knew he was trying to come around, so I wanted to get a little bit more space and a chance for them to get over here. So we're getting some good shots into this red bear here, and this red bear is going to get pieced up pretty good. So I end up getting a charge into their side. Alright, they're getting some shots off, but right, they took out about 25 here. We got the katana cav, Kiyomasa's katana cav coming. I was like, no, I was actually able to turn these Yari Ashigaru around and get them in spear wall, which is perfect. I end up charging my cav into their cav, just completely bypassing his red bears, which I would say is lucky that he was moving them. He could have just gotten a great shot, but I get my own katana samurai into them and they rout. So pretty good here, pretty good exchange. Right, he's got routing Yari key. I don't recall if they come back, but so we're getting shots with the daikyus now. Just doing some quick damage. I'm pretty sure I just had them on fire at will, so they're just getting shots off. So he's got the sword dojo, but I'm not overly concerned at this point, just because I do know I have the melee advantage. And this was a pretty big exchange over here. I won that pretty big. You know, those Bo Ashigaru took some damage, but they're doing alright. So he's bringing in some more red bears. So I think just the issue here is he's bringing one at a time. You know, I'm just able to, right, it's a natural isolation. So I just keep isolating units over there. Now over here, right, I'm just getting shots. I'm just trying to give him some pressure, right, because he doesn't have anything really to match it. He brings these red bear over here, but they can't do anything about it. Now I'm getting shots into these red bears. They're already down 29 men. These katana samurai, you know, if they had a good platoon commander, they would just charge. There we go. We got the Wakos coming too. Now, they're running away, but, you know, it's too late. I'm getting shots into their back. It's a good exchange for me again. You know, this is where, early on when I first started playing, you know, I played a lot of Follow Samurai armies, and I was able to do well just because I would use the range game, right? Ooh, got some nice shots there with his general, but if I'm not mistaken, I start getting some shots into him, and I might even kill him kind of early. Again, it was a long time I fought this battle. Yeah, he's bringing them back out. These red bears are getting some shots off, but they're damaged pretty good. I think they're out of range now. I think they were getting shots into those katanas. So he's moved these red bears up, and if I remember correctly, I do notice I moved them into Yari wall, which, to be honest, getting shot at isn't great, but yeah, I'm just gonna get into the side of them, because even though I know they can shoot, potentially, actually I think I did notice that I just had good cover there. So they're gonna do some good damage here, but yeah, there we go. I move them up, and that starts to help. I'm getting the katanas in there. Alright, we're starting to push here heavy with both katanas and the Wakos. Alright, they're shattered. That general, pretty devastating, but I'm gonna just keep pushing up here. Okay, the Kiyomasa's katana calf. Now he's gonna just charge all his cavalry right into my spears, which is very fortunate on my end, right? So they're getting diced up by the archers. I move them forward, but they just keep getting shot, which actually works out for me. because they're not shooting my bows, right? So I'm able to dice them up, really get them good. Now over here, okay, I end up just in good exchanges because these are really strong. Infantry versus Red Bear aren't bad, right in the melee, but they just get bunched up here. I'm getting a lot of good shots. I get Kiyomasa's Katana Cavalry on the flank. It helps stabilize the Yari Ashigaru here. Okay, now over on this flank, and boom. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he rage quit on that one, so that was just a battle from a long time ago. This is really just a test to see how this whole process works, with my brother here from another mother watching a movie. And yeah, if you came across this, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something. Yeah, and Shogun 2 Total War, or Total War Shogun 2 online multiplayer, it's still going. And for anybody who has been watching, following, haven't played a lot lately, gonna play more. Still have plans to keep making videos. Just you know, life takes its priority, so we keep carrying on. But thank you. Have a good one.